Hi and welcome to all the Phoenix members and players. I'm Troy McCarthy, your president. I am putting together a video now for you guys to give an update of where basketball's at. I can certainly advise, different to footy here locally, that basketball is all guns go at this stage, with a potential July 13 or July 20 start date. I know that may be sounding a little bit strange with everything that's going on now with the coronavirus outbreaks going further into the Melbourne area. But right now, with Ballarat holding strong with our current status with COVID-19, we're still looking for that potential start. It is going to be a big week. I don't hide that because you're going to get probably bombarded a fair bit on TMAP, because there's going to be a lot of decisions, a lot of rules, a lot of potentials, a lot of maybes, a lot of yes, we're going to do this. So if you're not on Facebook and haven't liked the Phoenix Basketball app on Facebook, can you please do so, or make sure that you're ready to receive notifications on TMAP. I need to explain that there's some potential seasons. The potential seasons are going to be a Lightning Premiership scenario, which is 8 weeks plus a grand final weekend. That would then put us up to the following holidays, and then there would be an age group changeover as what would normally happen in the October area. The option 2 that will be sorted out this week, so one or the other, so option A or B, the clubs are meeting tonight about this, will be a longer season which could go through to December or even to March. Basketball Victoria have created different coatings to combat the COVID-19 outbreak, and what they're actually being categorised is in red, orange, green. At the moment, there is a status being held by Basketball Victoria which has been agreed to by state government, which is orange 50. This allows up to 50 people on a court at once, and what this basically means is that the teams, coaches, support staff, scorers, referees, and also one parent per player is allowed into the stadium, not two, one parent per player. But with the current outbreak, it's not going to be unrealistic to say that that may drop to orange 20. Now, what an orange 20 scenario gives us is basically 7 players a team. Okay, so you get your 14, a coach each team, 16, 2 referees, 18, and 2 scorers, 20. Okay, so it may even be back to 1 scorer to then allow a supervisor on the court, which I'm not sure. We'll wait for that document to come out. But orange 50 is currently the stance, but we're not going to be surprised if it goes to orange 20. And for parents, we're trying to let you know, because this is a big impact, because you'll have to drop your son or daughter off and then do a pickup. You will not be allowed in the stadium at all. I can say that a little bit further, where we're down the track, we will be operating off a potential orange 20, which I'll talk about. Our trainings resuming, which Ballarat High School have agreed to with very stringent operational rules. Player HQ, obviously with the changeover, it's just another thing that's been thrown upon us, unfortunately, at this difficult time, is Player HQ. Now, whilst we've had a good number of registrations, it is very, very difficult for us to enter teams for this season. So let's say in 2 weeks' time we are guns go. We're a long, long way off actually registering our teams. So if you haven't been onto Play HQ and you haven't registered, I still believe you can still re-register and get free registration for the next upcoming season, no matter whether it's a short season or a long season. So it's in your best interest to, 1, register on Play HQ, and 2, basically follow up and get this done, because we can't enter teams, okay? And I'll explain further the other impact if we don't get everyone onto Play HQ as well. Teams out. We would like to be putting teams out on Saturday, this Saturday coming. The reason being we can't do that, which is also then going to have a rolling impact, is purely we haven't got the numbers in there to be able to structure the teams. The only way that we can actually enter teams this season is via Play HQ. So as an example, if you haven't registered into Play HQ, we can't put you into a team, which means we can't allocate a team for the next season to start, which means then we also can't start a training, we can't schedule coaches. So it is very a structured system, and without the numbers in there, we can't even put our teams out. So we would love to put teams out this Saturday so everyone knows what we're doing and where we're going. If we can get those team numbers up, and we can get, let's say, 5 or 6 in every team across the board, which for 53 teams we're looking at, is not an easy ask, because we're well and truly below that. We would like to potentially start our training schedule which will stay on Sundays at the moment. And the reasoning behind being Sundays, with the whole club training on a Sunday with 45-minute trainings and a 15-minute turnover between teams going onto each court. The difficulty on that, okay, I get back to Play HQ. I keep hammering the Play HQ. If we don't have Play HQ numbers, we don't have the teams. We don't have the teams. We don't have the trainings. So it's becoming really, really difficult. Anyone else, start please chatting with your friends. Ask your friends, have you actually registered for Play HQ? Okay, because we need those numbers up now because we cannot move forward without it. Singlet process. Tony Gudgeon, our uniform coordinator, is going to put a singlet process out. If you have got a singlet from last season, okay, we'll be recording that and hopefully trying to keep that singlet for next season coming. If the singlet's too small or something like that, then we have to negotiate about that. What we're trying to do is minimise the amount of people that have to come and go because we're not too sure how we're going to even organise the singlet process. Tony is putting something together. We will do something. But realistically, if you've got a singlet from last season, we're really hoping that that will still be adequate for this season coming. TMAP and Facebook, as mentioned earlier, will be hammered a fair bit this week from the club. Expect 6 or 7 updates. Realistically, we've got to get that much information out to you guys so we know what we're doing, how we're moving forward as a group. And we are going to be doing a hell of a lot of work. As an example, for if we do get the Sunday trainings up, we will have a person coordinating. Parents will not be allowed in. You'll be able to come in and everyone has to be registered when they walk through the door. So there's one entrance point, there's one exit point. Our idea is that we'll do a walkthrough video so it's really clear what the parents with their younger children do. Walk in with them in one door, register your child, and the parent walks back out. Child then continues on to basketball. Parents cannot come in because we are going to really try to operate off Orange 20, which makes it simple. Lastly, with the trainings, if it does get to go ahead, you can't drop your child off 15, 20 minutes, half an hour early, or even say, okay, well, you know, we'll just we'll sort something out. You can go in now. It has to be really structured, so it's going to be on a 15-minute block. So a team or 2 teams will come in on a 15-minute block. Then 15 minutes later, another 2 teams will come in, and 15 minutes after that, another 2 teams come in. So we're really trying to stagger this, and there'll be a separate exit for all this. Okay, I'm sorry to bombard you all with all this information, but I'd rather be sending as much information out to say, hey, it's just around the corner potentially that we all get back, which is actually what we all really want. And lastly, I just want to say we've got a lot of hoodies in there for order. It is a Ballarat cold winter at the moment, so if you want to purchase a hoodie, certainly throw your orders in on TMAP. And also the team registration prices will be locked, so if you're trying to do a rego, please don't do it yet because we're trying to find out whether we're running an 8-week season or we're running a 24-week season, which changes the costings for your registration immensely. So no payment on registrations at the moment on TMAP. There will be nothing there to take or make payments, so please be aware of that. Once the season's out, if it's a 9-week season, we'll charge accordingly, and if it's a 24-week season, obviously we'll be working something out there as well. All right, I hope everyone's been staying safe. I hope everyone's actually coping okay in this current climate, and I hope to see, more importantly, all the children within our club back playing basketball and the game we love. Thanks very much for your time.